Good evening, Speed Gaming fans. I'm Kachiri. Welcome to today's daily Link to the Past randomizer race. We're doing a casual, standard mode with the Surge Sword race with Aldior, Gamachu, Radical Sniper, and Link to the Past Ken. Joining me in comms today is Days Cloud. How are you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing great, bud. It's kind of looking forward to a nice, easy, good seed where nothing else we have to really worry about. Got a sword to start. We just kind of coast right through this and won't be any trolls at all, right?
Now you say that, it's going to be Master Sword on Ped with the other swords on tablets. Like, why did you do that, man?
I'm in for it. Or, I mean, if you're game, I'm game. I'm not playing right now, so I don't really care.
So we should be getting started here in about 30 seconds or so. If you're new to the Link to the Past randomizer, we take in the great Super Nintendo game Link to the Past, all 260 items, and just shuffle them around. And there's a logical path to get to the very end of the game. These runners will have to find the fastest way through it. And we have some good ones in here today. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to step over you.
No worries there. I was just going to say, as we're playing a casual standard sword seed, we're obviously starting out at Link's house, have to go through the standard escape sequence on the way through with us, and all of our runners just get to have a sword and kind of move on through the back there. And once they rescue Zelda, then the real randomizing really begins.
The seed is bootless until boots.
Uncle is the most helpful hint ever there. Yep. Thank you, bud.
Yep. Someone pointed out in chat a Pokemon reference. We have Vaporeon as Aldior's sprite and Pikachu. And Pikachu beats Vaporeon. I think that was all 3 crystals.
I was looking down at the other sprites there. I saw Geno on the bottom, but yeah, it looks like we've got probably all 3 crystals there in the front. Okay.
I think one that was red, but hopefully someone's paying attention. Looks like one of our trackers is marking Eastern as red.
Trackers will pay attention for us there. I'm just going to talk.
Yeah. Sounds like someone else is talking too. So far, not too much. We got some rupees. We're really wanting bombs, so when we get to the escape portion, we bomb that wall, get those 3 items.
Yeah, your biggest places to get bombs here in the escape sequences, you're going to be killing some of these guards here, and the rats a little bit later here. The guards and the rats are on 2 different prize packs, so if you end up killing guards, then you'd notice that none of those prize packs have bombs in them. You're going to skip killing the snakes as well there, because those 2 enemies basically run on the same pack. And nobody's getting lucky so far here. I haven't even seen a drop on any of the 4 screens.
Well, we got vanilla map. Doesn't help us out any.
Yeah, we're going to move back here. There's going to be one more green guard here that might give our runners a little bit of a hint whether or not they're going to be seeing bombs early or not.
It's always really interesting to see who decides to do pumping strats and who doesn't.
It's one of those things that, yeah, if you're good at it, it saves time, but a lot of times you can end up pushing yourself off of your lines here. It's kind of more important to just kind of try to go through the doors without nudging the sides more than trying to catch an extra frame or 2 on pumping. But yeah, I see what you mean.
So, piece of heart in the boomerang chest. We're now onto the cough on cough boss of the Hyrule Dungeon sequence, this ball and chain guard. Drop a big key that we could save the princess with, and we find the Dark Cross key.
Yep, no bombs yet for anybody, so they're going to have to, looks like, probably going to be farming on the ropes there. Adalor's got to be a little careful there. Got down to just a half heart left. Took a quick stop there to go pick up the other 2 hearts. Looked like Ken decided that he was going to go for the two pot strategy on the ball and chain guard there. It's a bit slower than the other ones, but it is safe. And that's the biggest advantage of it.
And aside from that, what, it's 8 fire sword slashes, so I mean,
there's a whole list of different ways you can kill that guy there. Yeah, the fighter sword slashes. You can use the combo strat where you go 1 pot and 4 slashes. I mean, the fighter sword slashes is the fastest way, but
you definitely don't want to die in standard mode this early, because then you have to go back throughout the whole dungeon to re-grab Zelda. It is not a fun time.
Yeah, just don't die. That's kind of the rule of rando after a point. You want a good time, try not to die.
Not unless you're doing death strats. Then you do want to die.
Well, yeah, if death warps are kind of something you need to do, then yeah, go ahead and do that. Looks like Ken is from Ken's screen. I can kind of see there the green guards are on the rupee prize pack today, so not going to be finding anything there, but gonna take a see. Oh,
Ooh.
Yep, and there you go for Radical Sniper. That is a bomb on there. So that's our rats today's got some good stuff for us.
And arrows in Dark Cross. Gamachu was hoping for a 3 bomb pack or Uncle's bombs there.
Yeah, and up here in the top right corner of this one area in the sewers there's a bunch of rats. That's the easiest place that you'll have to farm bombs there. So Gamachu went ahead and got 2 of them. That's going to set him up nicely for at least the back of escape here. And if he wants to go further into Kakariko there, he not have to worry as much as maybe some of the other runners.
Another thing, can turn that 1 bomb into the bomb hut. Just go in there and just farm bombs a bit. 50 rupees, a piece of heart, and well, we found a whole quiver's worth of arrows in Hyrule today.
Yeah, a whole lot of bupkis, really. The rupees are kind of nice because that'll set you up for a bottle vendor at least. But other than that, ooh, Adalor getting a 4 bomb drop there. That's much nicer.
Playing with Gamachu, that's all a Kakariko explorable. No. Minus, Sick Kid and Bat and stuff like that, but
Oh, yeah, some of that is just going to depend on what the rando wants to give you today. So Gamachu opens up Sank and gets some more bombs. So everything that we've just been talking about for the last 5 minutes, just throw it out the window because it doesn't matter anymore.
Well, with the 9 bombs, now you don't have to worry about buying bombs or doing the bomb hut when you go down to, Ice Rock Cave and Mini Mordorm. You have enough bombs to do all that now.
Yeah, I'd be kind of curious to see if anyone does kind of take a quick save and quit out of Sank here and maybe go down to Mini Moldorm, kind of mix up their openings a little bit.
Looks like Game & Choose checking tree pool, just hearts right now. We'll see in growing is a whole heart container. Game & Choose almost said no to it, but couldn't pass it up.
A little bit of indecision there. It's like, I don't need that. I do need that. I want that after all.
I mean, I could swag and do 3 heart green mail Ganon, but let's be safe here. Gets an ether coin in the thief.
I respect the 3 heart Ganon right there. Really. Looks like our Adalor went up and checked our little bush crab friends there, and he's dropping bombs as well. So we've got. Yeah, we're set on that on the explosives. Yeah.
All right, it looks like it's trying to sub another tree pool, seeing what the different tiers are. Will also give us our lumberjack check. No one else checked this. Usually people don't check it unless they have boots. We have blinds hide at the same time. Lumberjack. Oh,
that's a thing.
That is a thing. That's quick. We have a 1 in 33 chance of needing that.
That's one of those where the runners could just go a long time without even thinking about that.
early bow in the back of Blind's hideout. That's very nice. That makes Eastern Red Crystal a little bit more approachable. Gamachu can definitely do all the dark rooms in that dungeon.
Drop into the well over there, Gamachu's side there. First, he's going to show us what the other 5 items are, starting off with just a piece of heart. Blow open the wall, grab a couple more rupees. And grab the glove. Nice.
We have lift now. And it doesn't look like much else is in here. More rupees. We're now up to 200 rupees. I believe we need about 800 to do all the mini games and stuff like that. That requires rupees plus Zora. Get a small return.
Yeah, usually once you get up to about 600, you feel pretty safe because, like, if you end up doing dig game, you usually make your money back off of that.
Let's see if Chicken House has the stuff. Nope. More bombs, though.
Replenish
all the bombs you spent.
I mean, it's nice. It's being very gentle to you so far. It's like, hey, you used a bomb. Here's 3 back in return. You got nothing to worry about.
No, you used 3 bombs to get through, Kakariko. There's 3 bombs back, and Gamachu at 7 hearts now. Wonder if he's regretting grabbing that heart in the mushroom spot.
Well, I guess we're going to start off here. We're not even 10 minutes in, and it's a pretty healthy seed so far. Not doing too bad on the items either. Library's got our hammer today. That's a thing.
So hopefully we find boots early. If not, we may be hunting for late boots.
So that's already 2 items locked behind our boots.
Yeah, no, that's really big right there. We'll see if Gamachu decides to go over to Eastern. Crystal we can clear. Not on Logic or South Shore. So going towards Eastern.
Yeah, it makes sense. If you can get this done, you might as well. If you end up finding boots over here, then that might kind of point you a little bit more towards your Dark World access. We still missing Moon Pearl, and knowledge of whatever it is going to be the other way into Dark World here.
I mean, this could still be an Agate Seed if with that hammer being there, boots are in Dark World. I mean, either we find mitts or we have to go through Aga to get to the boots.
See, that's the thing. We've got everything set up for either an incredibly fast seed or an incredibly mean seed, and we're still yet to see exactly which one it is. Looks like Radical Sniper and Adalor are kind of doing the different thing. They're going to move down and check the southern area of Hyrule here, see if anything comes up down here. It might be, if you find boots here, that's great as well. There's tons of checks, so...
Yep, so nothing so far in Eastern or in the dam. We'll see what's sunken. Ken is finding out about the hammer. A little bit behind because Ken did check the lumberjack. Now that's information that none of the other runners have right now. Half magic. Okay.
Yeah, take it, definitely. Grab yourself a fire rod, grab yourself half magic, and just light everything on fire. The game gets a lot easier very quickly.
All right. So far, Gamachu has found the compass in the map. So I do believe that means there is something on Armos.
Yeah, it means that we're going to be even more out of logic here than we're typically. Radical Sniper doing a little bit having a little bit better luck with the mini Moldorms today. They're not super playing nice. Ooh, Adalor takes a fall.
Sniper found 300 in the back, a blue goo, piece of heart, more bombs, and the boots! Okay.
There they are.
So
that's one of
I say, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, that's one of the best places to find the boots here, because you can dash your way over to Ice Rod Cave, set yourself up a water walk, and then just kind of go from there.
For sure, for sure. I was also going to say, now with Boots of Mine, you can hold off with grabbing the hammer until you find the Moon Pearl. And then you're right there in Village of Outcast, basically.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So Ken is doing the Gina play, and we find ourselves a green rupee in Ice Rock Cave. I don't know what was in the other chest Gamachu looked at because we were more preoccupied with Mordorm. But there's 300 rupees on Desert Ledge.
And Adalor opened up Bonk Rocks there. That's just going to be a big 20. Gamachu's gone ahead and he made his way through most of Eastern. I haven't really seen anything in here. Some people calling that Ice Rod was found in Eastern Palace, but I unfortunately didn't see that, so I don't know.
It's a nice find. If TR is a crystal, you know TR usually makes us do Ice Rod hunts. Uncle Bombs and nothing else was in Waterfall Cave. Aldior is doing Death Mountain now.
And Radical Sniper is going to take a peek at what's on the Zora ledge here. Doesn't have the money to go all the way up to Zora, but it's going to use this water walk to dash back out. Gamachu's working on the dark room here in Eastern Palace.
I'm surprised Radical isn't trying to farm the 30 rupees he needs. Flippers on Old Man. Okay, we find
there's a good chance. Good chance he's coming right back here after that.
That's a nice place to find flippers. It's out logic. We don't have flute or lamp right now. Man near the bridge is going to give us the flute. Well, there. Okay, so now we need lamp. You need lamp to get the flippers to get the flute from the man in the bridge.
And we know lamp is not in Eastern Palace because Gamachu would have found it already. So
unless Fire Rod was what you need to get to the back of Armos.
That's all. You are right. That is a possibility.
Gotta love some of the new stuff that they added to V11, V31. SMZ3's on V11. Ay. Whole heart container.
8 hearts and crystal number 1 for Gamachu here, just over the 15-minute mark.
But as we can see, all the progressions everywhere else. Radical Sniper is now going to get the news about Quake on there. Link to the Past Kid is just using Ether to get through Mini Moldorm Cave. Always like those plays.
It's one of those with, especially if you get quick swap enabled here, which is seeming to be kind of the new standard for some of the upcoming tournaments and such like that. Using those medallions becomes a lot more useful.
There's the Moon Pearl. So that's Dark World access.
Yeah, as we say it in unison there.
Commentators, we have Link to Mind as co-commentators.
Yeah, that's how it works. As we activate the flute.
Double activation. We are like Aldi or Radical Snipers. We were so in sync with that line. Oh, it was even simultaneous too. Look at those birds go at the same time.
It's almost beautiful in a way.
Shield on Sick Kid.
Ken's taking a little bit of extra time down there in the bottom right screen there, taking a little bit of time to lift up the one rock there around the Ice Rod Cave there. You can get 20 rupees out of it, and he's made his way up to 500 rupees. Hopefully that means he plans on heading all the way up to Zora there. It gets a single rupee out of Ice Rod Cave, which is just kind of mean.
Which, I mean, at the same time, Zora was in logic the second we found the glove. It's one of those weird things where, like, you want the flippers for the whole section, but you're also happy to have, you could get there with the glove. So Link's Pass can maybe set up fake flippers to just go straight to Zora to see what is there.
Well, Adelor and Gamachu have the exact same idea right now. They are going ahead and picking up all the rupees that they need. Ken's got his water walk armed, and looks like Adelor and Gamachu are about to do the same thing in just a sec.
So we'll see if this is going to pay off. We know that Dark World is open to us, so our next progression could be in Dark World, or hey, we might find Lamp here, or Fire Rod, or a whole bunch of different things, but it does look like this is the next play. Riker Sniper is going to go ahead and go to Eastern.
Now, here's the question I have for Gamachu right now. Are you just going to jump into the portal here, or are you going to run all the way up to get your flute from Hobo? And it looks like we're jumping into the portal.
Riker Sniper is going to have the Moon Pearl here in just a moment. And we get Blue Goof from the Waterfall Fairy. That's not too bad. And it's a scam.
That's not surprising. I think the biggest news out of all of this is that this is going to make it so that Gamachu ends up getting that flute considerably later than the other runners at this point.
And Rackle's going to go ahead and do Eastern, basically get the Ice Rod. Not much else here. So, what will be the next play? Hopefully, yeah, Gamachu's going to go ahead and grab the hammer, probably go to Villas of Outcasts.
All right, the other runners are going to go ahead and make their way through Eastern here. It looks like Gamachu's probably okay. It looks like he's going to head up north and at least get the information of what is on Lumberjack, and probably be slightly concerned by that as well.
It's one of those things, once you find Mitch, you just want to go to both dungeons and like, okay, I don't need this, or okay, I do need this,
I want this information as quickly as humanly possible. Now, what I'm kind of hoping is that if we do end up with one of the medallions on either T-Rock or Misery Mire there, I'm kind of hoping that we don't find Lamp right away, but we instead find Fire Rod, and one of these guys will show us a somewhat dark Aga climb there. That'd be kind of fun.
All right, get a map check. Pendant on TR, pendant on Pod, and pendant on Ice Palace. And as you know, with pendant on Ice Palace, most runners always have that superstition that there's always something in there.
And Gamachu went up and he got the save point from the old man. Ended up getting the flippers as well, so gonna have to see if Hobo is gonna stick in his head, because that 100% means that flute is necessary there.
Yeah. At the same time, Aldior just grabbed Fire Rod and is like, you know what? I could do the rest of Village of Outcast later. I'm going straight up to Skull Woods right now with this Fire Rod.
Well, that's going to be a fun fight right there. Green Mail, 7 Hearts, Fighter Sword, and, well, you do have half magic, so, I mean, it's not...
Blue potions, too. So, I mean, it's not the worst fight ever. It's still pretty bad. I mean, any fight with Mothula is bad. But... could be worse.
Yeah, I mean, anytime that you have to deal with Mothula's arena is when things start getting a little bit questionable there, because, yeah, I mean, the hammer is extremely effective on Mothula. It's just, if you hit him into the spikes, he just might go, oh, sorry, that one doesn't count.
That's such a weird programming code. Like, I want to know like what made them decide that way back in the day. You know, I don't know.
I just, yeah. Because anytime that you play Randomizer and you get Mothula in any other arena, it's just, you just kind of sit there and go, oh, this is, I almost feel bad for Mothula at this point.
Aldio is having some troubles with these pits here. There's a reason why some runners just, like, walk over corners of that room.
Gamachu, unfortunately, deciding to go to Skull Woods before going into Village of Outcasts here, so he's going to miss out on that Fire Rod for just a little bit longer.
Like, so what's the feeling when you do chess game after you do all this and you see the Fire Rod? Do you just go,
usually bad words in my thing. Things we can't say on speed gaming because this is a family-friendly network.
It's a family picture. All right.
Exactly. All right, Moth is kind of being a jerk over on Adalor's side there, hugging those spikes like an absolute champ. Showing a lot of good patience though, not just kind of waiting it out there and not just trying to take a laser to the face. As soon as I say that, took a laser to the face. Ooh, and there it is.
Yeah, I had the blue potion. You know, if you're on green mail and you're in that fight, if you're that far into the fight, go ahead and just chug the green potion. I mean, it doesn't make you less of a player. Not green potion, blue potion. I don't know if Aldier's going to have enough here.
Well, I have enough to light the torches, but then after that's when it gets kind of funny. So you're going to get through, so you're pretty much guaranteeing that you're going to want to chug the potion back here. As Gamachu's moving the rest of his way through Skull Woods here, the front of it, that we didn't see on Adalor's side. And Radical Sniper's moving into Hype Cave, so we're going to get to see whether or not we've actually got a decent Hype Cave for once.
Starting off all right. You're going to follow up with rupees, arrows, the cape. Okay. That's a invisible cave out of 10.
That is undetermined score until we see what's on Bumper Ledge. And Adalor takes down the Moth there on the second attempt. Gonna pick up a map for the troubles there, so looks like the items probably are in the front.
We still have one more check there. Did Gamachu find anything? Wasn't watching
I want to say there was like a 10 arrows or something. I don't think anything particularly interesting.
So Ken is about ready to get their Moon Pearl. Lagging a little bit behind getting to Dark World, but has everything needed now. Hook shot! Oh, that's big.
Well, that's in a great location too, because that's locked behind the Fire Rod.
Which Gamachu just found.
Yep, and now what are you going to do there, Gamma? Are you going to immediately U-turn and go back and kill your Moth, or looks like we're opting for killing a thief instead?
All right. Let's point out that cape also does kind of open up Aga, so if we find a lamp or another sword.
Ooh,
or we
you're
just
right.
Yeah, lamp, I mean.
Well, I mean, if you're brave, doing it with the Fire Rod isn't the worst thing in the entire world. It's manageable. But
of course,
I'm not sure.
Gamachu and I want to say some of the other runners are at the level that, they could do dark rooms in Aga Tower. There's some of the worst dark rooms in the game. We're not going to beat around that bush, but...
Kind of interesting, Adalord deciding not to just take a death warp out of here. It's going to risk running through the Dark World on a single heart. I think it'd be much worse to take the... It's much worse to take an overworld death than it is to take a death into the dungeon here. So a little bit of dangerous play here, but should be able to manage it pretty quick. Checks our stun prize. Yeah, that was close.
my heart jumped a bit whenever I saw that thing bounce towards it.
Yeah. Ooh, man. Found out our stun prize though is just gonna be a five rupees. Takes the death warp here. It's just like, you know what? Let's not play with that anymore.
Is it death warp or is it a convenient heart refill?
Both, I would say. All right, so I want to say the other item in Skull Woods was found in the pinball room here, and it was nothing. So Adalor's gonna have to pick up all of the keys and the other junk in this to get to the last chest. Gamma's picking up a piece of, not a piece, but a full container there in the attic chest in Thieves Town.
And there's one of the things you don't want to see when you have this many hearts is red mail, like right after. You're like, well...
Yeah. It's like, well, I guess I'm not death warping today. And Adalor goes ahead and just takes another death warp there just to get back to the front a little bit quicker. I think that's quicker than waiting for the hand in that case.
All right, so Skull Woods is now completely done for Aldior. We'll probably be doing what Game & Chew is doing now. And it looks like either the last time or last whatever is on blind.
Yeah, and interesting little quirk of logic about to happen here. Since that big small key looks to be locked in the Thieves Town big chest, that's going to technically mean that whatever Gamma gets here on off a blind is hammer locked. I mean, the hammer was free in this seed, but something to know for other times.
Thieves Town key logic, you gotta love it. It's almost as wonky as pod key logic.
Oh, you play enough cross keys and such and other key sanity modes and stuff like that, you start learning your key logic there pretty quick. Gamma had to pop his blue pot on blind, probably not where he wanted to do it, but he's going to get a crystal out of it. So, you know, when all is said and done, he's going to be all right with that.
Well, Gamma knows where, you know, he can get free blue potions. He's not a runner that will rely on blue potions, but I mean, Gamma knows just flute to, well, once they find the flute to 7, go through the portal, go into Waterfall Cave, and throw all the balls in. It'll take an extra 2 minutes, but I don't think Game & worried about that.
No, he's not gonna have too many problems here. If anything, eventually he'll sometime find the flute there from the hobo. When he does that, he'll be able to just kind of jump all over to the witch's hut and just make it the easy way.
Game & Chew's going to go ahead and finish off Skull. We'll get the hook shot as the reward.
And I think Ken is having some trouble there down in the eastern dark rooms there. He's having some trouble finding the Igor there to go ahead and kill him so he can continue on to the back there. I think this is probably his, I want to say his second or third attempt through here. It's not the easiest thing in the world to find. But he's got the small key, so he's at least killed it.
It's always so rough trying to find that pot sometimes because it's kind of finky. He does get the door open. Just now need to walk up the stairs. You got the door open. There you go.
All right, success down there. So we're all pretty good now. Radical Sniper, there got to be a little careful. That cape that he found is coming in handy. Gets the last hit with that. But
once Game & Chew finishes level off there, that'll be the Third crystal. We're already 3 crystals in 30 minutes. Not a bad seed.
Yeah, this is moving along pretty quickly here. I mean, we're still waiting to see exactly is that Quake medallion required? Because if that's required, then things start changing pretty quick.
That's about 5 minutes. The Aga play.
And down goes Mothula, hammered into a fine mist on Gamachu's side there, and gets a nice crystal there.
So, once you get the hook shot, I guess self-short checks. We need the mirror to do Swamp. Swamp will actually give us our other 5/6 crystal, which could lead to something like Kane and Pyramid Fairy. So Aldior is playing with fire right now. 1 heart against blind, doing the script very well though. Oh, got a tink. No, Aldior. That would have been the third hit too, but unfortunately the sword connected with one of the heads and not blind itself.
Yeah, it's a shame. Gonna decide discretion is the better part of valor here, and is gonna just bail out and come back a little bit later. It's not a big deal going back to blind. The biggest thing you lose is you lose the script. That's kind of a shame. But come back later when you have cape or something like that, and then, Bob's your uncle, everything's all right.
All right, so Aldolor is doing the dig game. Sniper is running through Skull Woods with the fire rod. Gamachu's getting some money. Gamachu's low on funds.
Yeah, Gamachu came all the way down to the south part of Hyrule with something like 27 rupees, and you can't really do anything with 27 rupees. So I'm looking at what do we have left between these runners. We've seen Hype Cave, and it's got a whole fat lot of cape in it.
Safety.
Yeah, and other than that, I'm starting to look very suspiciously over at that pod.
Yeah, pod looks like that might be the big play. Flute, well, with the hookshot, we now have East Death Mountain as well, which is 8 checks with Paradox and Spiral Cave. The hammer lets us get to Hera, so that's the Crystal 4 right there.
Yeah, I that would probably be the best place for us to go there. But I mean, there is something to be said for it. Pendant pod. It always seems to have something, except when it doesn't.
And today it's green pendant pod, so normally it's 5 prizes. That green pendant is prize number 6 today, so it adds a little bit more spice to doing a dip into that dungeon. No one saw that, Gamma. No one saw that. I'm pretty sure Fear Agent is not clipping that right now to play over and over again. Oh, haven't seen Pyramid yet. Pyramid is a whole heart container. Aldolor is going to go straight for that.
Now, here's the great question. What do you do after you check the pyramid? Do you go up north to Catfish, or are you going to go over to Pod? Looks like we're going north to Catfish here.
I hate to abandon it. And, since Aldolor did the Zora play, there's no other, good time to come to this corner, Dark Hyrule.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%. If you just leave Catfish, I mean, ask anybody who was playing in last year's tournament there. You leave Catfish kills you.
Yeah, no, grumpy fish is grumpy. You have to visit it once in a while. Gamachi also doing the visit as well.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that nobody is jumping directly to pod yet. I have to imagine that if unless he's Grumpy Fish here is about to throw us our lamp, that's where you're gonna find it though.
Makes sense. I mean, right now we are down to Catfish and East Death Mountain though.
Well, because East Death Mountain's still not in logic yet, because those flippers were locked the flute, which were...
Oh, that's true, that's true.
Behind the lamp. So, yeah.
I was the one that pointed that out, and I completely forgot about that. Whoops.
Don't worry about it. I got that from chat, too, so... I mean, I run this game, and I forget the logic all the time, anyway.
You mean our third commentator/tracker, chat, that we love very much?
They are our friends, and they make things easier for us sometimes, except when they make it harder.
I do remember the one time I asked Feasel if we could just put chat in as one of the commentators, just like Days Cloud, Kachiri, chat. Oh,
I'm sure he was completely on board with that here. Okay, so
he completely ignored me.
Adalor's getting a Master Sword there out of the top of Paradox Cave.
Paradox Cave?
The top bottom of Paradox Cave versus the bottom top of Paradox Cave.
It's a paradox. We don't know. More health, more rupees. Gamachu is doing Spy Cave. Hearts, rupees, and bombs. So nothing really... Master Sword's great, but nothing else really too important here in Paradox.
And nothing in Spike Cave either. That's a 20 rupees. So Spiral Cave, come on down for actually having our progression today.
Yeah, so Pod definitely has our next progression. It could even be the Mirror, which would open up Swamp for us.
Yeah, that would be something. I mean, having the Swamp having our mitts, that just seems like tradition at this point, honestly.
Well, we all know swords in Swamp. Let's be honest.
Well, that's fair. That's there is tempered sword in Swamp. Yeah, I'm being silly. Sorry.
Good friend of Speed Gaming and someone that's fun to hang out with, Will J. Bradley, always says if you're missing a sword, do Swamp Palace. And in fact, the other day there was 2 swords in Swamp Palace. Gamachi getting their master.
Adalor's going to go ahead and set up for the for a Harapot here. Using the select buffer strat here. I'm not 100% sure how you set that up with the select buffer. Most people I see use the menu buffer, but knocks it down the first try. So well done there.
Everyone has their ways. Like, you ask someone how to do the Ice Palace bomb jump, and you get 5 different ways people do it.
Yeah, that is 100% true after a point. And hey, there's our tempered sword sitting in the big chest of Hera here. Not progression, but nobody's gonna put that one back.
Yep, happy to see that. That makes the Ganon fight 5 times easier. It makes a lot of fights, very, very easy. Ken takes a death to Blind, unfortunately. Blind is ruthless today.
Yeah, he's taken down 3 people pretty much there. Gamachu got through the fight, but only because he went ahead and popped his blue pot, so.
And Radical Sniper had to cape to finish it off.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with Blind lately, but he's been mean. All right, so we got a crystal there, and looks like if I'm right, does that put our last item down in the Hera basement? I might have miscounted.
Nope. The Technically, first floor. See, okay, I'm one of those like anal people. When you walk into Hera, you're actually on the second floor. See how that you go to the second story? We call it the basement, but it's actually the first floor. Sorry, it's something I'm like. Every time I see it, I go like, eh. It's another paradox.
It's understandable. It's understandable. I think that one. All right, so Gamma picks up his tempered sword, and it looks like either Adalor has decided that well, I must have picked up the second item there because I don't see any reason why you would leave Hera at this point.
No, I just don't think anyone wants to do the T strat. Especially if you know your progression might not be there because they're looking for what comes next.
That's true. I mean, it is still at this point everything on the mountain here is firmly out of logic. But I mean, that also means that everything on the there's been nothing on the mountain, so it it's kind of like, hey, great.
Well, who knows? Maybe the first person to go down to the first floor, which might be Gamachu. We'll see if the minute time sync is the play. If only there was a way you could speed this up.
Yeah, unfortunately, the tiles come out in a very set pattern at a very set schedule. So, Gamachu almost got himself knocked off the pegs there.
All right, so we're about 45 minutes in. Go ahead and give these runners a follow. They're putting on a great show for you guys right now. Gamachu falls off the platform. It's taking all the hits.
This is on purpose. There, he's setting up a death warp because we still don't have mirror. So he's gonna knock himself down to probably I'm guessing 2. Because it's a lot easier to death warp when you have 2 here. You don't want to go down to 1 just in case one of those mini Moldorms gets in your way over there.
Aldalor is going to go ahead. Oh, Mir! Oh, my.
And that's why you don't skip Hera Basement.
Oh, my. Aldalor just put themselves so far behind.
Yeah, that's a crime right there. Oh, well, Gamachu is trying to pick up a fairy there with 1 heart, and just kind of decided, wait, there's 4 enemies around me. I'm not gonna do that.
That also just means the next crystal is fully opened up to us. We can now run down to Swamp and clear that out completely.
Yeah, and it also might mean that that lamp and pod might be the only thing in there. Man, I'm still waiting to see the mitts because mitts are going to tell us exactly if we're going to be needing to go and get that Quake medallion off of Lumberjack today.
Yeah, I mean, it's 1 in 3 shot. We only have Meyer as a dungeon. If we go up to TR and that's Quake, we don't care because that's pendant. Gamachu's going to go. Oh, do K45 first, which is important. Riker Sniper's going to be falling right in Gamachu's heels with this mirror here.
Is going to be very happy when he opens up that chest, finds his mirror, and then just goes, okay, so things are easier now.
Yeah. So it's a really disappointing when you find mirror this late, though, because then, you have, like, K45 on one side of the map and, Graveyard Ledge on the opposite side. So it's like...
Oh, yeah, and you're just like, okay, so should I do North Hyrule or should I do South Hyrule? Which one is it?
Which one-off check do I want to do? Right now,
yeah.
I mean, North Hyrule will be better because you can now do King's Tomb.
Mm-hmm.
That's a play. Okay, what you didn't even do the dam yet. We'll be happy to see this half magic. once the dam's drained.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That's where it was. I was trying to remember. I'm like, how does Gamachu not have half magic after all this time? And well, he's just deciding, I don't need it yet. Which, to be fair, you don't need it at all for Swamp Palace.
You also don't need it with these sets of crystals. I mean, you got Desert and Mire left. Neither dungeon are really magic heavy. Like you have magic is really good in like Ice Palace and TR. Like if those both were pendants, there's Mitts. Okay, well.
All right, now we pretty soon here. I'm going to imagine that immediately after we do this, that Gamma finishes his swamp dive here. Immediately after this, we're going to see him flute to Mire.
Doesn't have flute though. That's the thing.
Immediately after Gamachu goes to Hobo and gets the flute,
we'll somehow have the flute activated like right away. Puts in the secret cheat code that only top players know. Flute to Mire.
And that's and the moment that we get to Mire, we're gonna find out whether.
Well, in power commentary, you tend to you know what people found, but you don't know what people have like at all times.
Oh man, I've been doing Crosskeys commentary lately, so I mean, this is more people, but I think less complicated.
somehow as complicated. Oh my goodness, there's the cane. Okay, so we are in possible no mode right now.
A nice 50-minute maybe.
We're not in go, but maybe we're in go. Not quite sure.
Now, if we
the worst thing.
Now, stay with me here for a second. If we really want to get fun with this seed, what it wants to do is it's gonna put like Bombos on Misery Mire and Quake on Turtle Rock
and Bombos on Ped.
And then well, I wasn't gonna say Bombos on Ped, but just Bombos in Turtle Rock at that point. I mean, the seed's. I mean, it looks like Gamachu's going to have this seed done extremely quickly, but at the same time here, this seed could still decide, hey, bud, gonna have some fun for you.
Let's see, Riker Sniper is going to be in possible go mode with that flute. Once Riker Sniper gets both the mitts and the cane. This was a super linear seed, actually.
Yeah, as long as you didn't skip something, everything's all right. That's unfortunately poor Adalor over there skipped that mirror in Hera basement, and it's just gonna kind of be hurting. Ken's up on the mountain right now. Gonna have to see if he decides to make sure that he clears all of Tower of Hera and not leave the chest in the basement. Alright, Gamachu taking a quick second here, gonna pick up his half magic and maybe... What are you gonna do now? Okay, so...
Hammer Yump on Aldor's side. Don't think they found the lamp yet. Oh! Always feels bad when that happens.
That was a little too slow, it looked like, there to get the bomb down and get it going. Gamachu is picking up the big bomb, so we're headed over to the pyramid, it looks like. This is... Yeah, we're still kind of waiting here to see if Gamma's gonna... He's gonna be really close to Hobo. I think he's on his way to Misery... not to Misery Mire, but on his way to Pod. gonna have to see if he takes that additional second and goes ahead.
Ooh, that's a oops.
Oh, not having the big key and doing the hammer yump there?
Yep.
Yeah, it feels bad there. Maybe you get bailed out and it's in this first chest in the dark room. Or not.
But we could have vanilla silvers here. That would be interesting. Nope, nothing.
Green goo. Oh, Gamachu saves and quits.
Alright, so Gamachu may be full clearing TR here, looking for that flute.
Probably is a pretty good bet here.
Oh, dead rocked.
The dead rock is telling you something, Gamma. Leave. Leave now.
No, don't come back. Alright, at least we'll see more checks. And this will also, make me win the bet we made before commentary started. Wait, I wasn't supposed to say that out loud.
Oh, right now I'm losing that bet, and I'm losing it hard. and if I continue to lose it, I'm gonna let the man know about it.
Snipers on Argus, and we'll probably do what you just said. About 10 minutes ago, we'll go straight to Meyer to see if we're in go.
Right. We're gonna have to find out this really quick here, whether or not what's going on here. And I guess, yep, Adalor did find the lamp there in the dark basement of Pod, so now can walk around there a little bit easier.
Yeah, and that was, you were correct. Like, the only item that was here was lamp. I mean, we could still get like lucky and find silvers on, Helmassar or Green Pendant turn in if Aldor decides to finish this off.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Meanwhile, on Gamachu's Great, you probably don't need to do this quest up here. Went ahead and found a book there in Hookshot Cave, so it gives him 2 more checks. And
safe.
Oh, hi.
You're safe.
Well, we say that now. And Radical Sniper, on the other hand, we're gonna dash on up to Misery Mire, and that is an Ether Medallion. We are in go mode.
Yep, that was about a 54 minute go mode. Looks like Sniper's going to do Desert Palace first. Actually, these are the final 2 dungeons for Sniper.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be an exceptionally fast seed.
This seed was like super linear, and it didn't feel that way for the first, 10 minutes. We had like, what, 20 hearts in the first 10 minutes?
Yeah, no, it's crazy. You come out of that and you're just like, here you go. Here's 7 hearts before you leave Kakariko. And you're just like, what do I do with all of these?
Oh.
All right, so Gamachu is maybe going to be right behind Radical Sniper
I think this is Pod. No? No, we got the book.
Right.
This is Bombos.
Right, this is Bombo's tablet here, and then, man, maybe just on the way. I don't know exactly.
I think this could also turn into an Ice Palace play too. Like,
I mean, you hope that he goes to Hobo before Ice Palace, and
no.
And the merry-go-round goes round.
Oh, actually, this is a Desert Palace play, so this is still forward momentum for Gamachu. This would be the 6th crystal for Gamachu. Sniper is just in the back of Desert already. I
mean, it makes sense. It makes sense to do this. The biggest thing is that he's going to be full clearing it, where you're going to see the difference between being in go mode and not being in go mode. Radical Sniper was in this, got the big key, and said, "All right, thank you, I'm done."
Yeah.
And Gamachu is going to take time to open up every single stinking chest in here.
On the plus side, Desert is a really small and quick dungeon, though. It looks big, but really not that big. Especially
If
with
you have-
boots.
If you have boots, yeah, it's a nice little dungeon to do because everything's in a straight line. This is the dungeon they designed to teach you how to use your boots.
Also, this is a dungeon that has a room that's a trap. One of, like, what, 2 dungeons that have a trap room in it?
Yeah, don't go up from the room that Gamut you just passed. And Radical Sniper is lighting the landmos on fire. That is a 0 cycle there. Well done on his side.
Radical Sniper heard all the talks about Gamut in the pre-race lobby and was like, you know what? I'm going to prove everyone wrong on this dude.
There was some talk there in the pre-race lobby there about Radical Sniper going like, oh man, I really wanted to farm Gamachu once in my life or something like that. And I think he was kind of not being serious here, but he's not too far away from making that happen.
We're going to see what the prize for Helmstar King is. One of our DLC bosses today. Blue mail, hey! We have a slightly bluer Vaporeon now.
Trying to think of an accurate color for that.
Blue. Bluer.
Yeah, bluier.
Azul.
Ooh, there's a good one. Aqua.
Aqua, yeah.
That's a nice one. Yeah.
Oceanic.
Cornflower blue. I'm trying to remember my 64 Crayola box as a kid.
Swimming pool.
Cerulean. Ooh, there's a great one.
Cerulean.
Yeah, that's
the one. Pearlescent. Pearlescent's a good one too.
Yeah. See, now you're thinking about Cerulean. Now you got me thinking Pokemon, though. That's a different speeder run.
Well, I mean, Vaporeon is a Pokemon.
But well, I guess it was Gen 1. Yeah, I was about to say. Never mind.
Yeah. No, there's a really cool... Oh my goodness, I don't know what Aldolor got from Sarashla, but left a small surprise. What you don't see is that whole hut blowing up right now and crushing him.
Yeah, while we're joking around over here, Radical Sniper went ahead and picked up the big key from the chest on the bridge. We got ourselves a Godmire.
You love to see that.
It's like
you just love to see that. I mean, Radical Sniper is going to have a 70-minute time. I think one of our trackers was making a joke in the pre-race lobby when we were quote-unquote making our bet, saying Gamut was going to finish in 75 minutes. Radical Sniper is going to finish in 70 here.
Yeah, it's going to depend on that big key and how fast we can do this nice.
What are you talking about? It's going to be in the first chest of Hope room with a small key next to it at this rate.
With silvers, with the silvers on the pre-Moldorm or in the Moldorm 2 chest there or something, so you can just do this.
I was going to say, there's actually a really cool crystal hack that you can fight. It's like open world. You can fight all the gym leaders in different times. So you can have like Miss CP, the 16th and final gym leader, and she has like a level 70 Vaporeon and stuff like that.
Ooh. I might check that out sometime here. I got a whole lot of extra time on my hands lately.
Oh, yeah. Like 5 different characters too, and different endings. It's actually really cool. Anyway, sorry, we're only talking about that because I don't like commentating dark rooms because it's just like, oh, here's a black screen with a switch.
Yes, he's doing the thing. How do you know he's doing the thing? Do you see that those anti-fairies disappeared? He's doing the thing.
We're going to get King's Tomb, which is our 4th and final bile.
Gamachu has decided that the hobo smells so bad that he just does not want to go there under any circumstances. And
Sniper is now on Victorious. Will throw on the cape and spin slash a bit. Or no, dash. You do not want to hit a wall while dashing with the cape on. It could cause some bad things to happen.
By bad, you mean bad for the player, but funny for the person watching.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I've had that happen at the top of GT one time, and I pretty much almost lost a race of it, but luckily I had I got knocked onto the spikes by the by the mini Helmosaurs up there, and that is 7 crystals for Radical Sniper, and well, I guess probably we do a game now, don't we?
Yeah, all we got left to do is defeat Ganon. To get to Ganon, we gotta get through its big tower that has a door we need to get past with a big key. 22 locations the big key can be in chat right now. Put your guesses between 1 and 22.
Let's go with 10.
10's a good number. You're stealing Drossie's number.
Oh, Drossie's stealing a number from Ravis, if I know what he's doing there, because Ravis, for some reason, in the last tournament, picked 10 like 17 times and ended up getting all of the points.
Yeah, no, that's what I did. Like in the SMZ tournament for last, I always picked 5, and like I was like 5 points ahead on the leaderboard.
It's crazy. It's crazy how one number can just kind of get hot here. Gamachu is doing other things. Ken is actually into Swamp Palace right now. Adalor is back up on the mountain. Okay, so this is maybe a good thing. I think this is called, oh god, it's in that one stinking chest, isn't it?
Oh. So Aldalor dropped 1 bomb for Strashla. What, 3 bombs for the mirror chest here?
Oh, I think we get a full ether medallion, honestly.
Oh, hey, we found bombos. That might push Gamachu over to Ice Palace now.
Well, that's not a bad thing. If he goes to Ice Palace, if he goes into Ice Palace, it's a terrible thing. But if he goes to Hobo first, then he's in, then, well, things might not be so bad.
Could get worse. Anyway, guesses are done now. Too bad there's not like a daily leaderboard we can have, like with the bot. That'd be kind of cool, since we're now doing dailies 5 times a week. Hope Room! Oh my god! Oh, so close.
Sir, excuse me, sir, sir, I think we need to have a talk, sir. Well, congratulations, game. You broke my co-commentator. Well done.
So since I called that like 30 minutes before the other person who called won, does that mean I win today?
Well, no, I'm going to give it to someone else just because. So, first person I see on chat here who got number 1 there, CV Maniac. Well done there. Eternal September, looks like you got 1 as well. Well done to you guys for getting that right. You win internet points, can be redeemed on the internet at places to be used on the internet.
Oh, jeez. That's hilarious. Anyway.
All right. Okay. Adalor, what are you going to do here? Well, you're going to miss a couple more fire rod shots and grab your mirror and just...
Oh, wait, there is!
Do it. Do the ether. Oh.
I like to think there was like 50 cuss words as like the D word and F word as Aldalor was messing up the menu. Like, come on.
Things were being said. Okay. All right, going back to Gamachu for a second here, as Radical Sniper takes a second in GT to go fill up in the free room here. It looks like going to pick up a quick ferry because still on green mail. So, I mean, being careful. Okay, Gamachu takes a right.
This is it. This is go mode for Gamachu.
Finally gets to Hobo. Probably doesn't feel too bad considering that he's getting his go mode item here at 107. But
yeah, I mean, this is standard go mode.
I mean, it is, but at the same time, I think he's going to start seeing some of the other guys are going to start finishing this seed here pretty soon. And once he starts seeing those times come in, he's going to go, "Yeah, I made a mistake."
Aldolor is going to get go mode here as well. Link to the Past is also in go mode. Having some issues with Argus, though. Actually, I think that means Gamachu was our second to last runner on Restream to get go mode because Ken got go mode before him. What did I say in chat for this?
I'm thinking that there's a good chance. Yeah, the Gamachu was the last. Nope, Adalor's not quite in go mode. Okay, yeah, I guess it is second to last. Oh. Oh, we don't get to tease Gamma about that. Darn it. All right.
Snipers on Lamos 2. Not quite 70. We'll be under 75, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say. I mean, Radical Sniper doesn't have the easiest Ganon fight coming up. He doesn't have silvers. He's got to do silverless with the fire rod as to hit your torch glitch. Now, if you miss the torch glitch with the fire rod, you can still do it. It's just slow and not a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, at least we have half magic. Sniper really needs to mirror, flute to 2, buy all the blue potions. I mean,
yeah, hard to say. I mean, I probably just go for it the first time and see how it goes. Looking a little unsteady around those torches there. That's an underratedly difficult room. Like you see a top runner come in there and they make that room look easy. It's actually kind of hard avoiding nudging up against the block in the middle there and then losing the timing on the room.
Yeah, Aldolor decided to run back to blind, so Aldolor is now in go mode. All the runners are in go mode now. I won't be surprised if we start seeing finishing soon, but we won't start talking about that until Sniper finishes. Oh, Ken finds powder. That's a really good safety right there.
Yeah, that's a great thing right there. Ken should know that he's in go mode. A little surprised that he checked it, but
probably looking for silvers.
Just in case.
I'm one of the runners. I cannot do silverless, so even though I'm in go mode, I'll try and check everything as I'm clearing dungeons, hoping for silvers.
And we're not going to be getting silvers today. All right, into the Aga 2 fight here on Radical Sniper's side. We're going to see exactly what sort of patterns he's going to give us. That's not the best. Starting off with a single there.
Sometimes you're just happy to get one hit. Then
There's
you get
a triple. And a 1-3-2 there on Radical Sniper. So we're moving on to Ganon just like that. So at probably about an hour and 12 minutes, we're going to be jumping into the Ganon fight. We could get sub 75 on this.
But going to this fight at 4 hearts is something you do not like. Oh, it's skipping it. It's going to go ahead and hit the fairy down here, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense, honestly. Well, I mean, he's got 2 fairies in his what am I trying to say? In his bottles there, I want to say. And I don't know if he has any sort of magic or anything else though, but gotta climb back up the mountain and then pyramid and then jump in.
Yeah, no, Ganon Hug is still 8 hearts of damage, and Fire Bats are 6 on green.
4, but either way, yeah, it was a one hit kill. So yeah, this is not gonna be a super easy fight.
Ooh.
And there goes 4 of his hearts immediately right there. Gonna have to be a okay. No, that's a great place for Ganon to hide on phase 2. So he'll get through phase 2 on just this first cycle here, no problem.
I'm not happy with the cape being used here.
Well, he's hugging the wall though.
Okay,
So
but that's still a quarter magic gone.
As long as he hits the fire rod shot here on phase at the beginning of phase 4 to set up the torch glitch, shouldn't really be an issue. But we're gonna have to see. All right, he's waiting, firing. Got it, but Ganon jumped right on top of him. He's got a fairy, though, so he'll be okay.
We call that a hug or a Goomba stomp?
That was a full, honest-to-God Goomba stomp, I think. I mean, he jumped right on his head. All right, so going to be setting up here. Going to try to go for triples there. Once at least doubles there. Looks like he's going to get this first triple set up here.
You want to try and get 3 per fire rod shot. Again, 12 will do it today. Damage is going to have a number 2 big key here.
Yeah, good fight here so far from Radical Sniper there. Looks like he's only missed 1 spin so far, so this should put him at 9. So 1 more cycle there should get Ganon down. Oop, a little early.
Ooh, it's always scary when you get hit.
Yeah, he was thinking about popping that pot there. Don't. Yo, he's feeling it. He's going for the. He's going aggressive there. You got to be a little careful. But gets him down there.
Yeah, your GG's in chat for Radical Sniper. Not quite sub 75, but still 75 nonetheless.
And that is going to be a fantastic time for Radical Sniper here. He's going to cross the line with a time of 1:15:31, first on the restream and second overall in the entire race. There, he's going to be extremely excited about that. There, first place finisher today was ATM there with a finish of 1:13:57, so just a little bit ahead of Radical Sniper.
Yep, P-Train did forfeit shortly after ETM finished. P-Train must have orphaned something, decided not to go with it. Hey, I lost a jet scene. But yeah. So now Gamachu's going through the gauntlet. Delor, everyone's getting on me about mispronouncing the name, I'm sorry, is on their final... Oh, has not done Desert yet. On their second to final dungeon.
And Ken's working his way over there. He's still on a quest to find the lamp, it seems like. So pretty soon, I think he'll be heading over to Pod in just a second and finding that should get him moving on to finishing off Meyer and then getting himself in go mode. And we are now joined in chat here by Radical Sniper. There, GG's, bud.
GG, thank you.
So how are you feeling about that time, man?
I am in shock right now. That was a ridiculously good feeling run for me. To be honest, I joked in the chat beforehand that I was going to beat Gamma tonight, and it was just like, because I've raced him a ton, and like, so I feel amazing about this run tonight. Oof.
Yeah, I've got it right down here. You saying, I want to win the restream, take down Gamma for the first time. Well, you've done that by probably a good... I mean, Seer, Gamma's got probably another 5 minutes ahead of you, so
Wow.
behind you. So, yeah, you took him down there quite well.
Yeah, that was I don't know. I guess it all started with that play to get the sequence break for the flute.
That's what Gamachu got held up on for so long, was the flute.
Yeah,
that
the whole time I just knew I was out of logic. Found the flute, and then flippers on Old Man, and the mirror and Hera, and then the mitts and the cane. I was like, okay, everything's out of logic for this lamp. Where was it?
Basement of Pod, where the rupees are at.
Yep. Okay.
Gamma, what are you doing?
Gamma's about ready to die. Has to take a blue pot 2 rooms in front of Moldor 2.
Oh my god, I thought he had blown himself up there for a second. Sorry. But
Gamma would have lost another 6 minutes if Quake wasn't required for TR. Was going straight to TR to do TR, and Quake was the medallion for it. It almost was worse.
Wow. Yeah.
So Tennis Dude finished in 3rd place with a time of 1:18.49. Gamachu's going to be about another 3 minutes behind that. So anything you would have done differently this seed?
Not screw up the blind scripts. Little stuff like that, honestly. Some execution things.
If it makes you feel better, actually, all 4 of the restream runners today basically screwed up the blind script. So that's you fit right in, and you actually had one of the probably better recoveries of it because you had the cape at the time. We had 2 deaths on blind, and Kama had to pop a blue pot. So
yeah, I had considered stopping at Potion Shop real quick before climbing up to GT. I'm glad I didn't, and I'm glad I got that bug net.
Yeah, no, the bug net saved you because Cannon outright Goomba stomped you.
I thought I was going to have to restart the fight until I remembered I had that fairy.
How did you feel jumping in with no lamp into that fight?
I knew I needed to. Didn't know, but I thought, yeah, I need to probably get Torch Glitch. And I don't usually have to do that. I've done it a couple of times where I've done Fire Rod Torch Glitch, but I mean, as you could see, I spammed 3 shots to get the glitch.
I think I counted 4, but yeah.
I'm just happy I didn't touch a pendant. I was glad to avoid pendant dungeons today.
I mean, you crushed the seed there. If you finish in an hour and 15 some minutes, that's about as fast as you can do one of these.
Yeah.
That's almost spoiler seed. This seed was so linear. The game basically told you where you needed to go.
I mean, there was 2 hang-ups to the seed there. So as long as you were able to get the flute there out from the hobo, you were going to be fine. And the other thing, the thing that's kind of held Adalor up there is deciding to skip the basement of Hera. Is just well, I'm not going to need this. And then I think it was either you or Gamachu was down there first and going, oh, that's a mirror.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing. I almost left Skull without doing the back. Started walking south back towards the front to check all the chests, and I got pretty much to the entrance. It was wait a minute, I forgot to grab that underground chest, so need to go back. And luckily that was hookshot, and then I almost did the same thing in Hera for the mirror. So
Gamachu actually got a sword slash hit onto Ganon. Neat little thing. As long as you hit a very specific frame, you do the damage. Spin slash is almost guaranteed you hit it, but Gamachu is going to finish now in 4th place. Wasn't happy about that. Made some cooked bacon before the thing was over.
I mean, if nothing else, that was entertaining.
Yeah, that's the big thing. I don't like doing fake flipper to hobo, to be honest. It's one of those things that I don't fake flipper out. of Hobo real well. So, but what I had watched other people do was take, do your water walk, go to Zora Waterfall, check Zora, and then walk back. And if I had the money, I would have still gotten Zora, and still I would have turned around and been able to keep that water walk, because I was like, I wanted to get Hobo.
Yeah, I think that works as long as you don't pick up the item. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, that would have been a good strat to use right there for sure. I've used the walking out of there a couple of times, and it does help there. And today it paid off massively for you.
Yeah.
Well, we've got Adalor making their way up the gauntlet right now, and Link is and Ken is right now just saying, I don't want to go into pod without the lamp. Unfortunately, the lamp is in the dark in pod, so this Ken could be dealing with some things today, unfortunately.
What did Ganon say where the silvers were? Because I didn't catch that either.
Ice.
Ooh.
Oh, nobody's getting those.
No, Ken might. Ken has bombos. Ken might go there because there's no dark rooms in ice. It looks like we're being joined by Gamachu. Hey, GG Gamachu. Some cooked bacon at the very end there we saw. Looks like Gamachu's trying to fix the mic.
I'm right here. Hi.
Oh, there we go. I saw it flash green, no color, but GG's.
Hey, GG, Sniper.
GG, Gamma.
What a lovely jet seed.
Yeah.
I sure knew how to throw that one. Did you get that flute early?
Yeah. I water walked, did Zora Waterfall, checked the ledge, didn't have Zora money, and went right back to Hobo.
If I didn't have Zora money, I would have gone Hobo. But I was like 30 rupees off.
I was 20 rupees short of Zora.
You didn't farm it underneath that rock?
No, I didn't think to do it. I was kind of just hoping that maybe Ice Rod or Waterfall would have given me the money.
Oh, right. Well, I mean, it was a good play overall because Hobo here was the answer.
Yeah.
Why did you hold off Hobo for so long after you got flippers?
Because that check sucks. I didn't even want to go anywhere near that check. But that was apparently my very last overworld check before I was going to commit to an Ice Palace dive. And I can tell you, it didn't feel that great because I figured, oh, probably a lot of people are just going to fake flipper to that early before Zora. But no, I mean, I would have if I had mirror as I was doing my Dark World tour. But the first pass by in the Dark World, I didn't have mirror, and then the second time I had the red bomb. So I'm like, nah, it doesn't exist. There's nothing there until the very end.
I was a little surprised that after the red bomb there, Gamma, you weren't going to continue on to pod looking for the flippers, but kind of decided to go other ways.
Oh, no, I did not want to bother with pod if it was pendant. I had hook shot, and I figured maybe the Death Mountain's best play for me right now. I figured the lamp had to be in pod at this point, right? Or did nobody find it?
Yeah, lamp, with the rupees.
Okay. Oh, so you need the fire rod to get that.
Yeah, it's kind of why we're seeing Ken doing doing every single check that he possibly can to try to find that lamp.
So you went up to Turtle Rock. If that medallion was bombos or ether, was you going full clear Turtle Rock looking for the
I would have gone in there. I would have, if it was ether, because I only had ether the first dive up there in Dark Death Mountain. I would have absolutely gone in. Because I was just, I was pretty. No, I knew it was the lamp was going to be in pod because old man was holding on to the flippers, and flippers gave me the mitts. So I know the lamp was blocking all of that, everything that was mitt locked. And the only thing that I had available at that time was just pod, and I figured, oh, it's going to be in there. But I'm kind of glad it ended up being quick, just so I didn't have to waste time going in there looking for the flute.
Yeah, no,
Oh, and I
it was
found the bug net
good run.
too, so I feel that's a big win. Definitely need that bug net.
That saved me. I grabbed a fairy in the little side room with the cannonballs, and Ganon, what do we say? Goomba stomped me was two words. He
Like,
teleported directly on top of me.
It was impressive, honestly, because you got your torch glitch there perfectly, and it's like, ah, great, he got it. And then all of a sudden, Ganon just appears on your head.
and like you have like 8 hearts, and it's just all gone in one go. Just
Yep.
Yep, that's not a good situation. Did you see how I almost died on top of the GT?
yeah, you almost blew yourself up.
I didn't even realize I was down 1 heart. I'm, thinking, why is the bomb not going on the conveyor belt? And I'm getting, knocked around by the spikes, and then I realized, oh my gosh, I'm down 1 heart. I should probably use the blue potion.
We thought
Yeah.
I kind of thought that was a little bit of tilt right there after seeing people were finishing this seed, because of the just seeing this. I was like, oh, that might be a little bit of tilt right there.
It's just not the greatest, but
Well, to be fair though, both of you, I mean, you guys are both done. We had about 20 people finish the seed, and we just now got our 5th place finisher. So you guys didn't race this seed badly by any means.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I'm happy the way I kind of full cleared everything, the dark world, well, everything in the overworld. I did it as efficient as I can. It just sucks. The very last overworld check I had was my flute. So at least I didn't waste time going into independent dungeons.
yeah, no, no. I mean, no, like there was a required I am independent dungeon, but I mean, with your guys' skills, you guys know all the dark rooms, so I mean,
Yeah, I have it memorized, so the lamp wasn't really, I didn't really care for that. Once I found Fire Rod, I thought it was like, oh, this is good enough for me. Don't need the lamp. Lamp
Yeah,
is
I need
only
at
a
least-
suggestion.
I need Fire Rod for pod basement. But pretty much any other dark room I can do.
Oh yeah, the turtle room there with nothing is brutal.
Mad respect to people who can do it. I have not picked that one up yet.
Yeah, it's really hard to do.
Adalord there just popped a blue pot here. Is on their Silverless Ganon fight. Got their torch glitch. Had the they had the lamp, so it was a lot easier for them to hit the torch glitch than it was for you guys. Oh, careful there.
no, that's like the 5th time they've done that, and each time I've jumped to my seat.
So did everybody on Restream get that flute super early?
Yep.
Oh, you were the last by far.
Yeah, you were the second to last in go mode. Actually, Ken was your Ken beat you to go mode, but Ken, of course, does need a lamp to do dark rooms, unfortunately. So.
Oh, right.
Well, and with Adalor crossing the line there, she's going to take 6th place there with a time of 1:31.25, and unfortunately, it looks like Ken has decided to go ahead and forfeit as well. So we're going to try to get both of them in here to talk about the end of this seed here. But yeah, GG's to everybody involved there. That was a fun seed to watch for sure.
Yeah, 3 of the Restream runners in top 6 isn't too bad. Hey Ken, how you doing, man?
Where the heck was the lamp?
Pod.
I found out it wasn't in Turtle Rock because the pendant is blocked by the lamp.
Yeah, nope, it's in pod. You have to go into where all the rupees are. You use the fire rod to light one of the torches, and since that's a room you can light with the fire rod, lamp can logically be there.
Last place I would have gone. I had so much open to me. I had ice. I had so much open to me.
Yeah, no, you still did good. You were the second one of our restream runners to be in go mode, which is pretty funny.
I knew the Mario Dark Room. I would have been go mode without the
Yeah. See if we can't get Adalor in here. I think I've pronounced that name like 17 different times this commentary.
That's at least the fourth different way you've gone with that. It's been entertaining just listening to you. How are you gonna go for it this time?
Mad Ewok Herd is madder than normal because they just found out that I've been calling them Maid for like 2 years now.
Well, while we're waiting for that here, got a couple of other finishes here. Hulo Ninja there finished 5th place in the seed there. Adalor, as we mentioned, got 6th. Lumaga came in 7th place, and we've got Orange finishing in 8th place there. Still, I want to say about 12 more runners left running, or 12 more runners involved in the seed.
Yeah,
7 of them now with the couple of forfeits that we've had.
Cameron, what are you doing?
Yeah, I was gonna go get the lamp, but I'm like, I'm too lazy.
You could go find those silver arrows that were in ice somewhere.
I almost did. I almost did that before Hobo.
Okay, hey, GG, Adalor.
GG. Imagine a world in which you don't leave your mirror in like one of the longest checks to get in the game because you really don't want to take the time to get it. Imagine that.
Yeah, that cost you a little bit of time there for sure.
I'd say more than a little bit, but yeah.
I mean, altogether though, you finishing in 6th place there. That's a pretty good time considering everything.
That tells me that a lot of people took that gamble, I think.
Well, there were basically 2 choke points into the seed where if you skipped Hobo or you skipped the Basement of Hera there, you were gonna just have a bad day.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was really happy when I did the early mount and got the flippers and like, okay, let's go straight to flippers checks. And after Hobo, I was gonna do Zora, of course, but I got the flute and I'm like, immediate route change. Let's go back to Kakariko. That felt amazing.
Yeah, that was something else right there. We got a couple more finishes real fast. Koi finishing in 9th place there. Logic finishing in 10th place there. We're starting to see people popping in there at the end. All in all, though, how'd you feel about your execution in this one?
It was okay. Death on Moth, Death on Blind. I really wanted to pull off the 1 heart blind. That would have felt amazing, but I'm not surprised I took a hit in like the last. I think I got to 8 actually. That was frustrating, and then realizing that I wasted a ton of time in pod. That one really got. I was honestly kind of tilted halfway through, and I'm just like, I don't like the seed anymore.
All in all, it did kind of work out for you in the end there because it was you were able to pull it back there and not kind of let the tilt get into you. It did at like 1 or 2 points. You could see that there was a little bit kind of was a little surprised that you didn't bomb the the chest there in the basement, but I think you thought about it for a minute.
I was just like, let's just get out of here and go find other things. Let's go right to Swamp. That's where I want to be.
Yeah, sure enough, that
Swamp
was.
had so many items too. I was telling myself as I was going down to the compass chest, I'm like, all right, so I'm like, go mode minus Samaria and maybe. I initially told myself like, all right, so I'm go mode minus Myers Medallion. I'm like, oh wait, no, I need Samaria, and then I opened the compass chest. I'm like, well, there's that.
Yeah, no, like the end of the seed was so nice. You got that, then you had that Godmire, and at that time I was like, man, is Raggo Sniper about ready to get like a sub 70 on this? And like Days was like, oh yeah, no, it's gonna be like check 22 and GT. I'm like, nah, it's gonna be like check 1. This is gonna be. It was Raggo's first check.
Yeah, I guess if you grab left chest first, then you're the winner. Yeah. Yeah, it was it was a fine seed, really. Like that was a super jet seed as long as you just full clear Hera. That's really all I had to do, and then literally just follow your crystal dungeon path, and you complete this one super fast. That's it.
Yeah, it was a very nice seed. You can tell Professor Render did not roll this seed.
No,
Is that
Professor
the-
actually
Ouch.
played. Yeah.
Is that the current joke? I know whenever I started commentating, it was Math Girl that you didn't want rolling your seeds.
Yeah, Professor's
I've-
been rolling a lot of them, and he does have that reputation. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been in a few of the renderer rolled dailies, and yeah.
I might have to take over so you guys can experience my seeds. That did
If
not sound
Myra,
right.
if Myra was Quake, I would have said it was maybe renderer.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
that did make the seed a little bit entertaining there, for sure. Just because we were kind of sitting there going, "Okay, is that Quake? And do we need that Quake? Do we need that Quake?" And the moment that we got over to Ether Medallion, and not Ether, but Meyer saw that it was Ether, it was just kind of like, well, okay, we're in go mode, so Super Jet seed, but all right.
Yeah, I can see it making a lot of extra checks. Like, yeah, it's like if you skip Hobo and you're looking everywhere for other stuff, finding other medallions, that might really throw you off. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was a fun seed to watch. I mean, like, Gamachi would have lost another 6 minutes if you didn't get bailed out by that Quake requirement. I think Ken got bailed out too a little bit.
Okay. Was Quake for TR?
TR, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Gamma can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Gamma said, like, for him, he saw that, when it was Quake anyway, he kind of knew it didn't, or not even before that, he knew it didn't matter because he knew that mitts were locked behind Lamp as well, so he wasn't going to go into TR anyway.
Yeah. Well, I may have if I was looking for the flute still. For the flute, because yeah, the mitts were blocked by the lamp, but that didn't really. That just told me the lamp was going to be in somewhere in pod.
True.
Well, with that, any final thoughts on the seed there, everybody, before we wrap things up?
No. GG's everybody. GG's on your win, Jess. And
Thanks.
yeah, thanks for the commentary, Dazed and Kachiri, and Scrap Ninja Tuna for tracking. Who else was tracking?
Duo.
Duo. Yeah, thank you guys all for doing this, putting us on Restream. Appreciate it. Have yourself a good night.
Yeah, thanks everyone. I love that we're able to get crew for all these restreams, and it's always fantastic to see people step up and join up for comms and restreams and tracking. So again, thank you all a lot for signing up and helping out with these.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, you got anything else you want to add in, Days, before we wrap things up?
Nah, that's just basically echoing what everybody else said there. It's a big thank you to getting everything set up there. Thank you to the trackers, and just had a great time. Kachiri, you can take the last word if you want, bud.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was great commentating, doing commentary with you. And if you're in chat, want to try this out yourself, you can always join our Discord and sign up to be a volunteer. We always need more volunteers. Don't forget to follow all 6B gaming channels. Check out the schedule for upcoming races. We also have some foreign language speaking channels if those are more up your alley as well. Also, during these troubling times, don't forget to follow each other. It's great to be friends with everyone else. More friends the merrier. And I think with that, may the Triforce be with all you guys, and have a great night.